turn my back, you laughing.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number.
I'm the coach. You're locked.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The fifth-year quarterback, Marcus Mariota, ready to lead the Titans. Mariota still looking for his first 16-game season. He did pack on a few pounds in the offseason this year. Said he hopes to add a little durability and stay healthy throughout.
Let's go, D. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running, I think. That might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. On second down now, it's Lewis, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Mariota, well, going deep here for Taylor. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Throwing is Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw is Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. Mariota again. And this is going to be caught by Sharp for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. first down throw for Brissett. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Mack, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Brissett to throw on first. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A give running right is Mack. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And we look now at the offense for Indianapolis.
Ryan Kelly's a great example of how valuable centers have become in the NFL. A former first-round pick, he was plugged in immediately to be a starter to handle big nose tackles as well as blitzing linebackers, and also able to move and get out into the run game and get to the 2nd and 3rd level and deliver blocks.
Got an open man. That's Campbell.
Holding offense.
They get the all-pro guard there, Quentin Nelson.
You better get in the weight room, son. I'm too strong out here. Too big for you.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he connects with Ebron. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go, go, go.
Play fake. Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Stacey McGee able to get him for a loss of about 3. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Wide open receiver complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. Mariota now. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
We got him. We got him.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded just inside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about...
And this is taken in at the 5. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 52 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Ebron with it over the middle. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 6 yards away as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Luck on the sneak, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Andrew Luck, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a time. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. Ebron's got it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Let's go, Mexico! Reggie.
On first down, Mack. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down and goal. Luck. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Luck, the quick slant caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Vinatieri's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mariota, and right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Margus Hunt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But now it'll be third down. 9th play of the drive now on third and a country mile. From the gun, Mariota. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphries. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Luck on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Luck defers to Mack. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Luck. The 20. Caught left side by Funchess. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired up. That's a big game. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd and 5. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Luck. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Mariota. He finds Taylor, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Mariota hands to Henry. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Mariota to throw. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mariota on the delay to Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the red zone now, Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Titans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Indianapolis, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week